That's how far that a mother will go for the love of her children. And she will go to the end of the world. And she will go, she would fight a bear for her children. Just, might say something about me, might say something about Brother Rhinehart. Don't say nothing about my children. I'd fight a bear. But anyway, here it goes. A mother held her new baby and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she held him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be. Isn't that the truth? But they don't like to be treated like babies. They like to be treated. The baby grew, he grew, and he grew, and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old. And he ran all around the house. He pulled all the books off the shelves. He pulled all the food out of the refrigerator. And he took his mother's watch and flushed it down the toilet. Sometimes his mother would say, this kid is driving me crazy. But at nighttime, when that 2-year-old was quiet, she opened the door to his room. She crawled across the floor, looked up over the side of the bed, and if he was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you for always. I'll like you forever. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be. The little boy grew. He grew and he grew. And he grew until he was 9 years old. And he never wanted to come in for dinner. He never wanted to take a bath. And when Grandma visited, he always said bad words. Sometimes his mother wanted to sell him to the zoo. That's the truth. But at nighttime, when he was asleep, the mother quietly opened the door to his room. She crawled across the floor and looked up over the side of the bed. If he was really asleep, she picked up that 9-year-old and she rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be. The boy grew, he grew, and he grew. He grew till he was a teenager. He had strange friends, he wore strange clothes, and he listened to strange music. And sometimes his mother felt like she was in the zoo. But at nighttime, when that teenager was asleep, the mother opened the door to his room. She crawled across the floor and looked up over the side of his bed. And if he was really asleep, she picked up that great big boy and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she said, I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be. Now, all you moms know that's true. That's the way Mother is. She don't ever get gets tired of holding her babies in her arms and rocking them, no matter how big they get. That teenager grew, he grew, and he grew. And he grew until he was a grown-up man. He left home and got a house across town. But sometimes on dark nights, the mother got into her car and drove across town. If all the lights in her son's house were out, she opened his bedroom window, crawled across the floor, and looked up over the side of his bed. If that great big man was really asleep, she picked him up and rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while she rocked him, she sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be." Well, that mother, she got older and older and older. And one day she called up her son and said, "You better come and see me because I'm very old and sick." So her son came to see her. When he came in the door, she tried to sing a song. She sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always." But she couldn't finish because she was too old and sick. The man went to his mother. He picked her up and rocked her back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he sang this song, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my mommy, you'll be." When the son came home that night, he stood for a long time at the top of the stairs. Then he went into the room where his very new baby daughter was sleeping. He picked her up in his arms and very slowly rocked him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And while he rocked her, he sang, "I'll love you forever. I'll like you for always. As long as I'm living, my baby, you'll be." Now, I know that this book touches all the mothers. I don't think any of the mothers, and maybe even the fathers, it works for them too. They like it too. And we always love this book, "I'll Love You Forever." And you can sing that to your child. And while your children are small, love them and hug them and kiss them and rock them a lot and sing that song to them. Because it won't be long till they'll be up and out of your home. And they won't let you do that no more. It's the most precious time in the world of being a mother and loving your children while they're young and teaching them about the love of God. I certainly do love mine, and I know that you love yours. You're wonderful, wonderful saints.